My name is Mike, and I'm on a mission to find the best coffee that this world has to offer. From coffee roasters to coffee shops and everything in between, this is I Travel for Coffee. So what do you do when you're here in Tokyo and you need that cup of coffee? And it's early in the morning and nothing is open until 10 or 11 to get your fix? Well, you go to what the locals call the konbini store. On every block or on any street corner here in Tokyo, you will find either a vending machine or a convenience store that is selling hot coffee in, get ready for it, cans. So you can get it right out of the vending machine, or you can go in and buy it at the 7-Eleven, which is what we are about to do. They sell numerous different types. We're gonna grab a handful of each, and we're gonna put convenience store hot canned coffee to the test today in Tokyo on I Travel for Coffee. Let's do this. So we have scored our bag full of 7-Eleven hot cans of coffee. And I know what all of you at home are probably thinking right now. Why in the world would you go all the way to Tokyo just to try 7-Eleven canned coffee? Well, there's one thing that you need to understand, and that is the 7-Elevens here in Tokyo, or in Japan in general, are not like the 7-Elevens in America. When you hear 7-Eleven in America, you probably cringe. You think about those hot dogs on the roller machines. That's not the case here. Their food is absolutely amazing quality. It's cheap, it's delicious. They have all different types of options. And if you don't believe me, hop on the internet when you're done, of course, watching this I Travel for Coffee episode. Jump on YouTube and look up convenience stores in Japan, or just 7-Eleven in Japan. Enjoy that rabbit hole, and you're welcome. So with the Japanese coffee craze here, pour over is king. But again, you cannot get a decent cup of coffee hardly anywhere in the city until after about 11 o'clock. That's just how Japan is. Coffee is something that they wait till later in the day to consume. They're not alone on that. The Italians do the same type of thing. It's popular. For us in America, we like to wake up and immediately get that into our systems. But the coffee craze has started to make a change here in Japan, and you have more and more people who are wanting that cup of coffee when they first wake up. And that is where the convenience store canned coffees come into play. So we have 5 different ones here, and we're gonna go through each one of them. We're gonna rank them on a scale of 1 to 5. Without further ado, let's try the first Japanese 7-Eleven hot canned coffee. Yeah, let that one sink. So this is Wanda Morning Shot. So Wanda is actually one of the more popular of the canned coffee varieties here in Japan. You can find these in both convenience stores as well as vending machines on the street. One of the more popular. We're gonna dive directly into it, see what it tastes like. So first and foremost, the Wanda looks a little cloudy. It is definitely a sweetened coffee. So this one definitely has sugar in it. It also apparently has cream in it due to the color. We're not going to hold that against anybody. We are going solely off of the taste. So here we go. Wanda, you're up. That's not terrible. That is not absolutely horrible. It's really sweet. If you're into a sweet coffee, Wanda might be your go-to. Definitely, definitely a very sweet coffee. So this one is heavy with sugar. Almost masking the actual coffee flavor because this is so sweet. So if you are a sweet coffee fan and you need your fix in the morning, Wanda's morning shot might be for you. It's the first one. Let's dive into the next. Second up today, this is Boss Coffee. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that this might be the most popular canned coffee brand here in Japan. They have vending machines all over the place. Like when you're walking, you will see Boss Coffee in vending machines everywhere. You will also find this brand in every single type of convenience store here in Japan. So this is going to be interesting. This one is the Rainbow Mountain Blend from Boss Coffee. You can see it says espresso at the top. So this is actually a espresso roast. Let's give the Boss a go. All right, so again, you can tell coloration-wise, this is probably a sweeter coffee. It definitely has cream in it. Does it have sugar? By the smell, yeah, it does. It does have sugar in it. It's very hard to find coffee drinks without sugar, and that goes for America too. We love to put that sugar in things. We like it sweet. All right, totally different taste from Wanda. This, although very sweet, is more smooth tasting. This one was a little more bitter from Wanda. The Boss is a much smoother blend of coffee. Not terrible, pretty decent, really sweet. Again, that was Boss, one of the more popular brands here in Japan. Let's do the next. What's our take on Emerald Mountain? That is a blend. This is made by the Georgia Coffee Company. Take a good look at that there. So Georgia Coffee Emerald Mountain Blend. What's interesting is the Boss is the Rainbow Mountain Blend. And I've been seeing kind of the same things numerous times whenever I'm perusing through. Like they will use very key words, all these different coffee companies, to kind of suck you in and appeal to you in a way. And the word mountain is one of those that seems to keep popping up over and over and over again. Think back to America with like Green Mountain Coffee Company, and maybe that's what they're seeing whenever they make these blends, is that the word mountain seems to relate to coffee in some sort of way. So let's give Emerald Mountain from Georgia Coffee Company a try. Ooh, that one had a little bit of force behind it, didn't it? Okay, so once again, very brown. So it's a lighter color. I'm going to assume that it obviously has some sort of cream in it. Does it have sugar? Yes, it does. Okay, so this one, it's very smooth, but all you really get in the taste of this is liquefied sugar. Just straight up, I'm not sure there's coffee in this. Yeah, I don't think there's coffee in this. I know that there is. It tells me that there is. This is a sugary drink. This is almost like, I don't know, let's put it in the realm of a juice box. Not quite a coffee, but That is the Georgia Coffee Emerald Mountain Blend. Let's go ahead and take a good look at that there. Again, all of these from 7-Eleven here in Tokyo, Japan. I'm thinking the next two, there's a possibility maybe they're not as sweet, but let's get into it and give it a go. Next up on the docket is UCC Black. Now, just by the name, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this is just black coffee. It also says at the bottom, no added flavoring, so there's no flavors in this guy. That should mean there's no sugar and there's no cream. Let's give it a try. They're not kidding around when they say it's black. Let's give it a try. It's a little watered down. It's not going to taste like you got it at a coffee shop, but if you're powering through, you're in a rush, you're here in Tokyo, and you just need to get that fixed before all the coffee shops open, pretty decent. Okay, our final coffee here in Tokyo is Fire. So this is just straight up. It's made by Curran Coffee is the name of the company that makes Fire here, and this one's an interesting one. Two of the cans had these little grooves in it. I don't know if you can see that. Wanda as well as Fire. They're made a little differently. They've got some grooves in the can there. Whereas these three are all smooth cans. Not sure why that matters to anybody. I just wanted to point it out. I wanted you to feel that texture at home. So let's give Fire a try. Okay, so right off the bat, that is brown. This could be a little bit of a sweeter coffee here, Fire. Let's try it out. Wow, that's a unique taste. Yeah, so this has a very, almost a sour taste to it. It's way different than the other three sweet ones. I would be surprised if this is even sugar that's in this. This might be some sort of a other type of sweetener. It's not horrible. It's not bad. In fact, all of these were decent. Like if I had to have a fix in the morning, I wouldn't mind if it's the only one in there grabbing it and giving it a try. All right, which Japanese 7-Eleven convenience store canned hot coffee reigns supreme? Let's rank them. Number 5, Emerald Mountain. So I did not enjoy this. This was very weird tasting. This is not something I would probably seek out and try again. This was my least favorite. So number 5, Emerald Mountain. Number 4, Wanda Morning Shot is number 4. This one was a bit of an interesting flavor as well. I didn't hate it. I definitely didn't love it. So Wanda's Morning Shot was a little bit sour and had a bit of a strange aftertaste as well that stayed on my tongue into the next one, and I didn't care for that. But this is a really popular one in Japan, so I'm very surprised that I'm putting this as number 4. Number 3, The Boss. So this is one of the most popular coffee brands, if not the most popular canned coffee company here in Japan. You will find them in vending machines everywhere, in all convenience stores. It didn't do it for me. It says it's an espresso roast. This was definitely a lighter roast, I would assume, because you weren't tasting the coffee as much beneath the sugar and the added cream that came to that. But if you like a sweet coffee, a really sweet coffee, this one is the best out of the 3 here that I have in front of me. So Boss, 3rd place. Number 2, Fire. So this one was unique. Totally unique taste. Very, very interesting coffee. yeah, I mean, if you like something that's just mildly sweet, this is probably the one for you. It wasn't overpowering, and the taste was super unique, and I didn't dislike it. I actually thought it was kind of interesting tasting. So give it up to those at fire. Number 1, black. Now, given I am a black coffee fan, I prefer my coffee with a little bit of flavor where the sugar in the milk doesn't overlay that. So you could take this ranking for what it's worth, and you could say, hey, I like a sweeter coffee. If that were the case, I'd recommend Boss. If you like just a little bit of sweet, I recommend Fire. If you want the best tasting morning straight coffee that you can get in a can, UCC Black is the one. It's actually pretty decent. It is not very strong, although it is black coffee. It does taste somewhat watered down. But from all the rest of these, this one still reigns supreme. So what is the number 1 7-Eleven convenience store canned hot coffee in Japan? It's black from UCC. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this. This was a very different I Travel for Coffee. Hanging out in Tokyo here, I wanted to do something that maybe wasn't the same as we always do. And I know this is a huge, huge part of life here, is waking up in the morning, heading to work, hitting those convenience stores, and getting yourself a hot can of coffee. Because that is so important, I felt the need to bring this to everybody else and let you know which one was the best. If you like this kind of content, I really, really would appreciate if you would like, subscribe, and follow. We're going to go on all kinds of journeys. We're going to try out coffee shops all over the world. We're going to try out coffees like this all over the world. And I want to take you with me. As always, this is I Travel for Coffee. See you, everybody.